Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we find ourselves in Spain at the Ebro Reservoir. To be more precise, at the upper Ebro Reservoir. Today I want to do a bit of carp fishing here. I will take you along and show you the underwater world. What it looks like up here and what you can find. Unfortunately, while shooting this video we had a little issue with our microphone, because it got wet the day before during heavy rain. So there won't be any sound recording today. However, we have some really interesting footage beneath the water surface. Before we dive into the underwater world, let me briefly show you where we landed on this day. The upper reservoir stretches for over 100 kilometers, so there are millions of spots where you could potentially catch carp. However, the most interesting areas are always the steep shorelines. Therefore, we've settled in a small cove where you can fish directly along the shoreline and place the underwater camera nearby. Even while setting up, the first carp showed curiosity and I knew we will catch a few. The first bite didn't take long on this day, and before the camera was mounted, the first carp was already on the line. With the right bait, it can happen that you catch the first fish in less than 3 minutes. After taking care of this beautiful carp, I went back into the depths to find another spot along the shoreline. Among all the rugged rocks, it's not easy to locate the feeding spots. However, there are occasionally rocky outcrops that are perfect for placing the rig. In such a water body, it's a huge advantage to lay down the rods with a diving mask. This allows you to even clear the sediment from the rocks for a better view. After placing the rig, I still bait the area with 2 handfuls of scopic squid boilies. That's enough to motivate the fish. Such underwater shoots are incredibly interesting, but they do have a downside. You can see what really happens down there. Even with the sharpest hooks and the best rigs, there are some misbites. In this case, a carp got hooked briefly on the pectoral fin and pulled the entire lead. Fortunately, the carp quickly freed itself from the rig, but I had to dive down again to reset everything. Afterward, it didn't take long for the next fish to arrive and take the snowman. Conditions were truly perfect on this day of fishing. The weather was great and the fish were feeding hard. The more scopic squid boilies we fed, the more active the fish became. When laying down the rods, I always made sure the line was out of the way to avoid any contact with the fish. In this case, the carp caught the line, got startled and shooed away. Nevertheless, the hook was still sharp and ready for the next bite. Among all the rugged rocks, it often happens that the fish got stuck. Since we didn't have any boat with us, it was necessary to wade into the water each time and follow the fish. With the right angle, the fish always managed to free themselves. Also, I had just caught a fish on camera at this spot. I left it there. 5 minutes later, there were already more fish feeding. As an approaching storm moved in, the fish became very active. I also tried a sig rig, but only the black bass seemed interested. We didn't have much time before the storm hit, so I dipped the rod into the water one last time. Due to the significant change in air pressure, the fish became noticeably slower. It took quite a while before another carp took the bait. This was the last fish for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and we will see you next time. And as always, don't forget to subscribe.